until Valentine's Day, so I quickly just wanted to put up a video. I'm going to have a little bit of a rant first. I always see people, constantly, every year, people giving out about Valentine's Day, and I know that it is very commercialised. It's one of the commercialised holidays of the year. But the whole thing about, oh, if you love someone it shouldn't have to be shown on just one day of the year kind of thing, it's always single people who say this. Well, not always. Just to put it out there, I don't necessarily celebrate Valentine's Day. When it comes around, I do get together with the boyfriend and we go for a meal or whatever for the sake of it. So I'm just going to say that. It's not that I hate Valentine's, blah, blah. But I just wanted to say, a lot of single people always are very anti-Valentine's Day, and I understand that some people might feel lonely or might be sad about it or whatnot, whatever reason it is, but it's meant to be a positive day of love and enjoyment of the people you love. It doesn't necessarily, in my book, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It really doesn't. Like, who said it is? Like, if you look up the history of Valentine's Day, it's actually a very morbid story about this Saint Valentine fella, which they don't even know. I think there was 3 or 4 different people and they can't put it down to one person, and it's all to do with dying and prison and all this kind of stuff, and it's not really romantic at all. So it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. It can be emotional love for your family, your friends. So I think people need to just get it out of your mind that, oh, it's all lovey-dovey and it's all coupley. It doesn't necessarily have to be. You make of it what you do. As well, again, kind of singling out single people, the whole thing of it being why celebrate, why does it have to be this one day? You should show your love all throughout the year. Realistically, this is all my opinion, realistically, you're not going to be doing things like this every day. You're not going to be buying chocolates, you're not going to be buying flowers, you're not going to be getting dressed up every night, going for dinners. You don't even get to spend time together with your partner every day. So what's wrong with taking one day out of the year and specifically having it to be with your partner or to be with your loved one? I don't see what the big deal is. So just for everyone that's really negative about Valentine's Day, I really don't think there's a need to be. If you don't like it, that's fine. And of course everyone can express their own opinions, but opinions don't necessarily have to be negative. Like, you can give your view, whether you agree with it or whether you don't. You don't have to make it a big negative thing. I feel bad starting off a video like this, but it was actually really getting to me, and I just wanted to vent, basically. So if you do celebrate Valentine's, have a lovely night with whoever you're celebrating with, your dog, your boyfriend, your mother. Have a lovely night. If you're not celebrating it, just get on with it. Like, you don't have to be negative to people who are. If people want to take the day and express their love, why is that any of your business? So basically that's my vent. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I know I'll probably get a load of crap now for saying this, but I just wanted to vent because it was just annoying me. Ironically, I have done a Valentine's Day look. I'm not specifically girly myself, and stereotypically I probably should be if I'm into makeup and all this kind of thing, but I'm not very girly. But I have went for a kind of a girly, romantic kind of colour trend. I've done this kind of purple. It's not like, when you, ideally a Valentine's look would be lovely and light and whimsical and pinky and girly, and I suppose this is, but I went a little darker in the eyes. It's kind of a silvery, I'll zoom in there, it's kind of a silvery grey kind of look. Lots of lashes, pink lips, pink cheeks. Oh, sorry. So I have recorded that. If you're interested, you can watch it. Again, if you're celebrating Valentine's, have a lovely night, and let me know if you try out a look like this. Okay, I'll get on to the video now. Okay, so I'm starting off with a bare face, and the first thing I'm going to use is a primer because I want my foundation and my makeup in general to last as long as I can. So I'm using the Benefit That Gal primer. Basically it's just kind of a pink. This is what's so annoying about it. Like, it squirts out very randomly. But anyway, it's kind of meant to be a brightening kind of primer, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to let that soak in now for just a few minutes before I put on my foundation. For foundation, I want to use a kind of a glowy foundation. I'm not normally one to like very glowy foundations, but for Valentine's I feel it's kind of appropriate. So I'm going to use my Chanel Pro Lumiere. This is actually discontinued, so use whatever kind of glowy foundation you have. The colour I have is the lightest one, it's number 10. And for my brush, I'm going to use my Old Faithful Blank Canvas Cosmetics F20 brush. So as you can see, that is quite glowy, so I always leave my foundation, that one in particular, sit for a while. Usually with glowy foundation I like to leave them sit because I don't like to me this is too shiny. Some people really like this, some people don't, but to me it's too shiny, so I leave it sit for a little while. So next I'm going to go to my eyeliner. I'm using the Rimmel Scandaleyes. This is a waterproof eyeliner. This is in the colour Purple, 13 Purple, and it's basically a kind of a deep purple kind of colour. And I buffed that in with the Sigma E30 kind of pencil brush. So as you can see, I just buffed it in kind of like that. Next I'm going to move on to my concealer, and I'm going to use MAC Select Cover Up in NW20, and this is the Real Techniques Brushing, oh what is it, the crease brush I think it's called? Yeah, the deluxe crease brush. To move on to the eyes, and I'm going to prime them with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. This is my favourite primer. It's just a nude primer to keep your eyeshadow lasting as long as possible. Next I'm going to use a few colours from my Inglot. So the main kind of colour I'm going to go for on the base is an Inglot one. This is kind of a purpley grey shimmery kind of colour. It's my favourite colour from Inglot. It's number 420, and I'm just going to use my just normal shading brush. This is the E55 from Sigma, but just a normal flat shading brush, and I'm going to apply that colour on my eyelid. Colour I'm going to use is a dark grey colour. This is number 434, and I'm just going to use my Sigma tapered blending brush. This is the E45 to apply that to my crease. Blend that out now with the E35 from Sigma. Same buffing brush, I'm going to use this real shimmery purple colour. This is number 439 from Inglot, and I'm going to swipe that all, kind of mix it in all around the outer edge of the whole eye. I'm going to use this purple colour with my number 7 Smoky Eyeliner pencil, and I'm going to apply that underneath my lash line. Going to buff away any fallout that was left over. There wasn't too much. This is just a clean brush. I'm just going to go back in with my Real Techniques concealer brush just to make it as clean as possible again. Next I'm going to powder my face with the number 7 Perfect Light Press Powder. This is a translucent one, so I'm going to use this with the Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to lightly apply it basically all over my face. I'm going to use that powder with a fluffy brush to set my concealer. And around my nose as well. Next onto blusher, and I'm going to use a sleek one called Flamingo. This is a pinky peachy kind of colour, and I'm going to use my Sigma F40 blush brush. I'm going to apply a little highlighter, as that blush is actually matte. I like to apply a highlighter. This is the Gemma Kid Dewy All Over Radiance cream in, this is the one Iced Gold. And that's what it looks like there. So I'm going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks and to my brow bone and to my cupid's bow also. To lips, and I'm going to go for a really pink lip. I'm going to use Viva Glam Gaga. As you can see, it's a real bubblegum pink kind of colour. To make that really glossy, so I'm going to use a pink gloss. This is NARS Turkish Delight. And last but not least, I'm going to make my eyelashes really fluttery. This is the NYC Big and Bold mascara. I like a lot of mascara. I think it makes you look, well, it doesn't make you look, but I like it to feel fluttery and girly kind of. That is the finished look. I hope you like it. As I said, I'm not typically girly, but I think this is just appropriately girly for Valentine's Day. Ideally, I think this, not even this look, but I think in general, like loose curls are very nice with kind of girly makeup. So take from this what you will. I like it quite. Yes, I do like it actually, I do like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a lovely Valentine's Day, whether you want to celebrate it or not. Enjoy your night if you do. If you don't, see you in the next video. Talk to you soon.